Imagine a man who vanishes for days yet commands respect the moment he returns. He walks into a room, says nothing, but somehow people feel his presence. Ever met someone like that? You probably just encountered a Sigma male. Why do Sigma males have habits that seem bizarre to the average person? Are they antisocial, or is there something deeper at play? There's a guy I once knew, let's call him Jake. He'd disappear for entire weekends, no texts, no social media posts, nothing. People thought he was just weird. But when he showed up again, he was sharper, more composed, almost like he had reloaded his entire mindset. Turns out, Jake was practicing one of the strange habits of Sigma males, solitude, and it was his secret weapon for success. Psychologist Carl Jung once said, "Loneliness does not come from being alone, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you." Sigma males aren't lonely. They just value deeper things than surface-level conversations. So Sigmas, if you've ever been told your habits are strange, stick around, because today we're diving into 5 weird habits all Sigma males have. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll realize that your so-called weirdness is actually your biggest strength. The first habit that sets Sigma males apart is their preference for solitude. Now, when we say solitude, we don't mean loneliness. There's a significant difference. Solitude is a state of being alone without being lonely, and is a positive and constructive state of engagement with oneself. Solitude is desirable, a state of being alone where you provide yourself wonderful and sufficient company. Sigma males, in essence, are the masters of this state. They are the lone wolves of society. They revel in their own company, finding comfort and peace in their solitude. It's not that they don't enjoy the company of others, but more so they value their independence and personal space. This preference for solitude isn't just about enjoying a quiet evening with a good book or a solo hike in the wilderness. It's about the Sigma male's ability to work alone, to think alone, and to make decisions alone. They don't need the constant chatter of opinions or the pressure of social approval to function. In fact, they often find that social interactions can be draining, taking away from their energy rather than adding to it. They're not antisocial, mind you. They just prefer meaningful, deep connections and conversations over superficial social engagements. Their preference for solitude also means that they are self-reliant. They can take care of themselves, make their own decisions, and are not dependent on others. This self-reliance is not just about being able to change a flat tire or cook a meal, it's about emotional independence too. They don't rely on others for validation or approval. They validate themselves. This trait of solitude and self-reliance often leads to them being misunderstood. They are seen as aloof, detached, or even arrogant. But in reality, they are just individuals who value their independence and personal space. So if you're a Sigma, you might find yourself preferring your own company over a crowd, but that's not the only habit that makes you unique. The second habit of Sigma males is their observant nature. You see, Sigma males are often the quiet ones in the corner of the room, but don't be fooled by their reserved demeanor. Behind those calm expressions is a mind that's constantly observing, analyzing, and understanding the world around them. Sigma males are not just silent spectators. They're strategic observers, using their quietude as a tool to gather information and insights. This enables them to navigate life's complexities with a unique perspective. They're the ones who notice the subtle cues that others often miss, the fleeting expression on someone's face, the tone shift in a conversation, or the underlying dynamics in a group setting. Nothing escapes the keen eyes of a Sigma male. Sigma males also have a knack for seeing the big picture. While others may get caught in the minutiae, Sigmas are able to detach, step back, and see the situation from a broader perspective. This ability to observe and analyze gives them an edge in decision-making. They're not impulsive. Instead, they take their time to understand the situation thoroughly before making a move. This does not mean, however, that Sigma males are cold or indifferent. Quite the contrary, their observant nature often makes them empathetic. They're able to understand people on a deeper level because they pay attention to the details that most overlook. They might not express it openly, but they're often the ones who understand your struggles, your joys, and your fears without you having to utter a single word. Sigma males are like the silent chess players of life. They sit back, observe the game, understand the players, analyze the moves, and then when the time is right, they make their move. And more often than not, it's a winning one. So don't mistake the silence of a Sigma male for ignorance or indifference. It's their way of understanding the world, of making sense of the chaos. It's their superpower, their secret weapon. Being an observer rather than a participant is another hallmark of Sigma males. Let's move on to the next one. The third habit of Sigma males is their non-conformity. Now, this isn't about being rebellious just for the sake of it. No, this is about a deep-rooted sense of individualism that's less about resisting the mainstream and more about staying true to oneself. Sigma males, you see, are not swayed by societal norms or trends. They are not the followers of fashion or the seekers of social validation. They march to the beat of their own drum, dance to their own rhythm, and live by their own set of rules. It's as if they've got their own personal compass guiding them through life's labyrinth. Let's pause for a moment and think about what that really means. In a world that's constantly telling us what to do, how to think, and who to be, the Sigma male stands firm in his individuality. He doesn't feel the need to fit into predefined boxes or to live up to societal expectations. Instead, he carves out his own path, embraces his uniqueness, and lives life on his own terms. It's a quiet kind of defiance, born not out of rebellion but out of self-respect. This nonconformity can sometimes be misunderstood. It can be seen as aloofness or arrogance, but that's far from the truth. Sigma males are not trying to prove anything to anyone. They're not trying to be different for the sake of being different. They're simply being themselves, unapologetically and authentically. This doesn't mean that Sigma males are immune to influence. They can appreciate a good idea, recognize a valuable trend, or adapt a useful habit, but they do so on their own terms, in their own time, and for their own reasons. They are not led by the crowd, but by their own critical thinking and personal values. So if you find someone who seems indifferent to the latest fads, who doesn't seek the limelight, and who lives according to their own principles, you might just have found a Sigma male. Non-conformity is a defining trait of Sigma males, but there's more to them than just that. The fourth and fifth habits of Sigma males are self-improvement and secrecy. Let's delve into these intriguing aspects of the Sigma personality. Firstly, self-improvement. Sigma males are ceaselessly dedicated to personal growth. They're the kind of individuals who wake up at the crack of dawn, not because they have to, but because they want to make the most of every moment. They're perpetually learning, enhancing their skills, broadening their knowledge, and they do it not to impress others or gain approval, but for their own personal satisfaction. Sigma males understand that the only constant in life is change. They embrace this change, using it as a catalyst for their development. They are lifelong students, always in search of new knowledge and experiences that will enrich their lives. They're not afraid to step out of their comfort zones, for they know that growth comes from discomfort. Now let's talk about their secretive nature. Sigma males are like a mystery wrapped in an enigma. They value their privacy and tend to keep their thoughts, feelings, and personal lives under wraps. It's not that they have something to hide, it's just that they prefer to keep their lives low-key. They are not the ones to broadcast their achievements or personal affairs on social media. Instead, they let their actions speak for them. This secretive nature often makes them intriguing to others. People are naturally curious about what they don't understand, and the Sigma male's private and reserved nature only adds to their allure. While some might see this as aloof or standoffish, for the Sigma male, it's simply a way of maintaining their independence and personal space. So there you have it, the 5 weird habits that all Sigma males have. If you identify with these traits, congratulations, you might just be a Sigma male yourself.